So this year's Formula 1 season was pretty much a dud. Nothing much has happened. And then the FIA decided to say, screw it, let's make some drama. Now earlier this week on Tuesday, the FIA made a very bold accusation against one of the teams in Formula 1. They said in a statement, although they did not give a name or say anything of that nature, they said, quote, "The FIA is aware of media speculation centered on the allegation of information of a confidential nature being passed to an F1 team principal from a member of FOM personnel. The FIA Compliance Department is looking into the matter." Now, like I said, they didn't give out any names about who was being under investigation, but the media quickly figured out that it was between Toto Wolff, who is the CEO and team principal of Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1, and his wife, Susie Wolff, who is currently the managing director of the F1 Academy, and she started that this March. Now, because of the unique relationship between the two, as they are a married couple, there have always been murmurs going around about a maybe potential conflict of interest between the two parties. Although nothing has been confirmed, nothing has been outright set on record that they have been giving information. Now, where's the FIA getting this information from? Well, it came from one single media report, and I use that in quotation marks because only one media source has said anything about a confliction of interest between Toto and Susie Wolff, and that was from Business F1. Now, this is a magazine company that I've never heard of, and if anyone that has read that company, if you look online like I did, majority of the people have said that they are not credible, so take that into consideration. But they said in their report that they suggested that a comment that Toto Wolff made in a recent team principal meeting, based on information that could only have come from FOM, which is what Susie Wolff is part of, acted as the trigger point for other bosses to complain. Keep that in mind. The FIA basically were saying that other teams also had complained to them about this potential confliction of interest. Now, the suggestion is that Toto Wolff had access to confidential knowledge about the activities of FOM, which rival team bosses do not have, while Susie is well briefed on team principal discussions, which can be of use to FOM. Now, of course, with such an accusatory claim like that, it's no surprising to see Mercedes and Susie Wolff both respond to this, but also Formula 1 themselves have also responded with a very charged statement to this situation. Now, first off, Mercedes basically saying that we wholly reject the allegation in the statement and associated media coverage, which wrongly implies on the integrity and compliance of Wolff. As a matter of course, we invite full, prompt, and transparent correspondence from the FIA Compliance Department regarding this investigation and its contents. They said that they were highly surprised to learn of the investigation and had no communication from the FIA Compliance Department on this topic. F1 said in a similar statement that they were not shared in advance with this information, and that they said that they have complete confidence that the allegations are wrong, and we have robust processes and procedures that ensure the segregation of information and responsibilities in the event of any potential confliction of interest. We are confident that no member of our team has made any unauthorized disclosure to a team principal and would caution anyone against making imprudent and serious allegations without substance. All I gotta say that is, damn F1, you are going in. Susie Wolff posted a statement that I think went one step further. She said that she was deeply insulted, but sadly not surprised about the allegations in the strongest possible terms. She described it as disheartening that my integrity is being called into question in such a manner, especially when it seems to be rooted in intimidatory and misogynistic behavior and focused on my marital status rather than my abilities. Throughout my career in motorsport, I have encountered and overcome numerous obstacles, and I refuse to let these baseless allegations overshadow my dedication and passion for F1 Academy. As a woman in this sport, I have faced my fair share of challenges, but my commitment to breaking down barriers and paving the way for future generations to succeed remains unwavering. So yeah, all three basically come out saying very charged that these allegations are false, wrong, that nothing happened. Now, remember when I said earlier that multiple teams went to the FIA complaining about a potential confliction of interest? Well, let's just say it looks like the FIA are a bunch of liars. One journalist asked a team principal about the rumored allegations, and it was said that Toto Wolff said nothing in recent meetings that raised any concerns or was questionable in any way for that other team principal and other team bosses. Nobody has complained about anything. To take it one step further, all 9 other teams, Ferrari, Red Bull even, you had Christian Horner going on Sky Sports, him saying out there publicly on record, Aston Martin, McLaren, everyone saying almost unanimously, kind of a copy paste, the same statement reads as such: we can confirm that we have not made any complaint to the FIA regarding the allegation of information of a confidential nature being passed between an F1 team principal and a member of FOM staff. We are pleased and proud to support F1 Academy and its managing director through our commitment to sponsor an entrant in our liveries from next season. Okay, so what? So basically, all 9 F1 teams looked at that statement that the FIA said that multiple teams asked us, read that and went, who's we? Because we didn't tell you a damn thing, you bunch of liars. So this begs the question, what the hell is going on here? Because the FIA is making a very charged accusation while basically all 10 F1 teams are saying, no, not only is that not true, we never went to you about anything of that nature. So what is going on? Well, at the moment, we really don't know. We don't know anything much just from that. It's just an accusation, just that single statement that a media report saying that there was a conflict of interest between Toto and Toto Wolff. That's it. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing has come up, none of that nature. Which is wild that the FIA would make such a statement like that without any proof, hard proof of that. You cannot come out with a statement like that with, let's be honest, it's a pretty vague statement when you look at it. You cannot come out with a statement like that and not say anything, not have any evidence, any proof, anything of that nature to have some type of substance in your statement. But I think this is a much bigger issue when you look at it, and that is the tension between Formula One and the FIA, and it is growing at a rapid rate by the day. Yeah, BBC Sport even go out saying that there are reports suggesting that Liberty Media is losing patience with the FIA and that F1 owners are reportedly unhappy with the FIA and its president. Now, this ain't the first time the FIA and Formula One have gone butting heads. If you remember a while back when there were rumors going around about maybe F1 being sold for about $20 billion to Saudi Arabia or to a Saudi Arabian company or fund, something of that nature, the FIA president basically came out saying that it was quote unquote inflated that price tag. Then the F1 bosses came out with a charged response to Mohammed about the sale by saying that he had an unacceptable interference in the alleged sale of the sport. Basically saying that, hey, stop getting to our business side of things, okay? This is our money, this is our side. You do not step into our side. You do you, we'll do us. The reason why I say it like that is because for people that don't know, the FIA and Formula One operate as 2 different entities. Formula One holds the commercial rights to the championship, the TV deals, teams, and the likenesses of the cars that are in Formula One. The FIA, on the other hand, handles the sporting side, like the rule enforcement, tracks, and safety. So I mentioned that with the whole alleged sale and the inflation. On top of that, you had the whole Andretti fiasco that is still going on to this day. FIA want Andretti to enter into Formula One, want an 11th team. Formula One and majority of the F1 team bosses saying that no, we don't want Andretti, citing the dilution of the prize pools, the stability of having an 11th team, and all that nature. So this is now the 3rd time, at least reported 3rd time, in terms of recent tension between the FIA and Formula One, but this one is a lot bigger. This one is a clear division. This saying, oh, maybe 1 or 2 team bosses are for the FIA. No, this is FIA against F1. Clear division, clear butting heads, clear tension between the 2 parties. And you have all 10 bosses joining in solidarity with F1 going up against the FIA. What happens from here on out is going to be very interesting because this is not some surface level baby drama like with the 11th team or with the inflation sale. This is a very serious accusation that the FIA is putting out in the world, accusing one of the FOM staff of sharing information from a top F1 team. This is major stuff that they're accusing, that they're putting out there. This is more than surface levels beef or anything like that. This has the potential to have serious ramifications and increase the cracks between the FIA and Formula One. Because at this point, the FIA basically has to do 1 of 2 things. Number 1, outright say where they got this accusation from or to have some very serious proof about what they're accusing Toto and Susie Wolff of, which unless they can get any type of serious evidence, which I don't think they can, then I don't think F1 or all the F1 team bosses will trust the FIA. The FIA's credibility is at stake, and those cracks that I mentioned earlier between those two parties could not only be permanent, and I don't like to, make guesses on what the future is going to look like, but depending on what could happen, this could mark maybe the beginning of the end between Formula One and the FIA.